allow me to make myself comfortable as a president so that I can serve we people. These are the statements of Tinubu yesterday when he said that yes, he's the president, that he demanded for it, but he needs to make himself comfortable, like getting the plane, getting a car, so that he can deliver the deeds of democracy. What's your reaction?
You know, the president, he knows that Nigerians are goats. So when you're talking to goats, there's a language that goats understand. There's a language that stupid people understand. There's a language that ignorant people understand. There's a language that cheap, unexperienced people understand. Before he came to power, was he not comfortable? What does it mean by being comfortable? Must you ride a car of 1.7 billion before you become comfortable? Must you ride a car of 1.7 billion before you become comfortable? Must you spend 21 billion naira on a BB's office before you become comfortable to serve Nigeria at a critical stage? You know how critical Nigeria is. His number to APC is not talking to Nigeria, he's talking to the APC supporters because he doesn't have the support of the people, and most APC supporters are leaving him. All these are just cajoling manipulation. Like I said, the APC has nothing to do with good governance. The only way they can move around the government is through manipulation, propaganda, agenda setting, and what have you. All the promises that Tinubu has promised, the minimum wage and everything, the rights and everything, you see that everything at the end of the day is a ruse. Does not have a direct impact in the life of an average Nigerian. They are looking for a way. Look at Ajaokuta still. Since the days of Obasanjo, Russia, and only Russia will do so. Russia will do this one. It is a way to steal money. They set up a project, they steal money. Look at this humanitarian minister. Look at her. Nothing. Look at Bello. These are there. Comfortable for what? You have nothing to offer. See, Tinubu is just overrated. He's just somebody who has this knack for organizing toutish government. It's like more of a bus-stop tout kind of system. He can run those kind of system. Togri system. He cannot run a nation like Nigeria. He knows the best hand. Look at your best hand now. You are hearing our October first. You want to reshuffle your cabinet. The first thing you failed. You said you have been preparing for this for a very long time. Everything lamba, lie. And you cannot pick best hands. Within the first year, they are asking you to reshuffle, to sack people. In your wisdom, which you said you have. See, all this thing he's saying is just, he knows that Nigerians are gullible. Nigerians are mumu. And they are in their millions. Nigerians don't know nothing about governance, know nothing. They don't know their rights. They don't know what to do. Most of them are cowards. That's why you can make a statement. In some countries, a person just said one thing, that most of these people in power, they are supposed to be permanently behind bars. Permanently. They don't have anything to do with leadership. It's a disgrace that we're having people like this lead us. We supported the Buhari. 6 months away from Buhari, disaster. They will elect you. That's what Nigeria says. We'll never start.
Thank you very much for that shot. Mr. Raphael, I don't know if you have heard, Tinubu said that I bought the SUV and the plane so that I can be comfortable to deliver good governance to Nigerians. And he has assured the Nigerian people that he is not in the presidency to rob the country of its meager resources. I mean, Mr. Raphael, welcome. What's your reaction to this submission of the president?
ITT, international thief, international rogue, international thief. Listen, Bill Clinton was American president from 1992 to the year 2000. He had only one house in New York. He did not fly a plane to feel comfortable so that he will deliver good governance to American people. Tinubu's rendition currently that he bought SUV, bought aircraft so that he will be comfortable to deliver good governance to Nigerians has what? Exhumed another shame of international, another ghost of international shame. How far a black man, a Nigerian man could go to steal money that belongs to his country, to run down his country using squandermania as an excuse. How could you tell us that you bought all this while Nigerians could not afford a bag of rice? A bag of rice is today is cost 120,000. ITT, international thief government, international thief. One day, federal government of Nigeria will thief us. You know, they will steal us. That's what I mean. Let me use pidgin English. One day, Nigerian government go thief you and I. They go thief us. How could you bought yachts, billions of naira? The Ghanaians are telling you, Baba, Ebiakpawa, you are doing like this to them. Oh, wait until 2027. That's what you are telling those children. And they are telling the world that you bought yacht to feel comfortable so that you will. So without yacht, without airplane, without SUV, you could not deliver competent governance, leadership to Nigerian people. And excuse that made lion to trample on his pride so easily, okay, and eat it up. Tinubu is violating Nigerians. He has been stepping on the toes of Nigerians often and often, telling us that we have no strength to withstand him. See, let me tell you, power comes from the people. Power belongs to the people. Government is powerful, but the people are more powerful than the government. You know what? Could be that Nigerians are in unity. I think we would have used the tools that civilians use to fight government. You know what it is? Protest. But today, a Yoruba man is president. Yoruba man doesn't see the reason why we should protest. Even if we join the protest, they will go back and do what? And deliver us onto the hands of our enemy. That's why you see Igbo man distancing themselves. Because actually we know what transpired during the voting. When we are about to vote for the right candidate, they stop us by stabbing us, shooting us, threatening that Igbo should leave their region for them. See, let me tell you the truth. Tinubu has not started. We are just 1 year and a half into Tinubu's administration. You know that? Yeah. We have not gotten to 2 years. When it is like 2, getting to 3, okay, I think woe is going to betide most of the people that supported this administration. The people that are enjoying the administration, giving applause to Tinubu, are the same people that are benefiting from this extrajudicial system to you and I's detriment. See, who is the most trampled here in Nigeria? They think that the most trampled are the Igbos. The most trampled are the same people that supported Tinubu against Igbo man, supported the destruction of Igbo man's property in Lagos State. As I'm talking to you now, they are all eating concrete. When you threaten, you will not give me PVC.
Can concrete
is a saxon. Is a figurative language speech. So when they threaten me at grammar school, Ojodu, they said, I will not give you PVC. What is your name? Go to Imo State. Don't come do that rubbish one that they do here. The man that threatened me today, if I could see that guy, oh my God. Okay, I tell you, Ralph, I'm going to challenge him. He can't beat me. Now, he cannot beat me. I will challenge him. I will tell him that Tinubu has failed. I will tell him that pump price is now 950. I will tell him that his wife is going the same market my wife is going. His wife is buying the same oil my wife is buying. His wife is buying the same catfish my family is buying. What does he gain out of atheism? Tribalism is a cake. Ethnicism is a cake. Ethnocentrism is a cake. It is totally out of modern life. Our developed world, we should have turned our back on what? Tribalism and ethnicity, ethnic division. Why should Nigeria be still wallowing on ignorance? Ignorance that gripped the world, the entire earth during the dark ages. Atheism, tribalism is a cake. And democracy has brought to us a modern day dispensation whereby there is freedom of speech, there is freedom of business, freedom of expression. That is what democracy that Socrates worked for. Aristotle, all the Greek ideologists that brought the modern machinery today, they bring it for humanity, what success, for the sake of a successful humanity. But today we see people that are turning their back on humanity, disaliving, demising humanity under democracy. This democracy, this is a yahootocracy. This is a kleptocracy. System of government by kleptomaniacs. They are stealing and stealing. They could no longer control themselves. Yahootocracy. Nonsense. Rubbish. Just imagine people cutting away public tax, public funds, paid by traders, paid by companies, both expatriate companies and indigenous companies. They pay money as taxes. They pay custom duties. You stole it because you are serving the public. You make yourself a kleptomaniac, someone that could not control his hand. When he sees something, he will grab it. When they see public fund, they will grab it. When they use biro, they will grab it, throw biro. Okay? Lagos, Calabar, Coastal Highway. How many kilometers? I refer which I know. The kilometer is 800, 700 and Nigeria government has stolen our money. They said it's 13 billion. Listen, $13 billion. I'm coming. I will give you another instance. Coastal, North African Coastal Highway from Egypt to Israel. How many kilometers? 10,000 kilometers. Listen and listen, good Nigerians. It cost Egypt $1.6 billion to seal, endorse, prosecute, execute, implement that project at the cost of 1.6 billion. 800 kilometers from Calabar to Lagos is costing Nigeria 13 billion. Ọkwa ndị ori erezukwu n'ụdị eri nke ezu. Ọkwa na ndị ori ebe m akụlụ ya magbu onye lili 13 billion. 800 kilometers. Ebe m akụlụ ya magbu ndị tiela aka ka ego anyị na azị anyị jezia destroy land sort, land gini one resort, landmark resort, landmark resort. Bula another pain ti anyị na-arụ. Landmark resort, oh my God, that cost people sum of 1 trillion naira. They destroyed it. That project is stagnated there. It's not progressively going on anymore. Ebe makolo yamabu ndị si anyị na 800 kilometer construction of Lagos Calabar Highway got 13 billion. Ebe makolo kleptomania ke ndị ochi.
Mr. Raphael, at least Mr. Raphael, if you don't believe the president, no. What about the wife? I mean, the wife says that they are extremely rich, that they are not going to tamper with the resources of Nigeria. I mean, don't you believe a woman?
No. If he swears by the Bible that they are extremely rich, richness or health, they are extreme English, extreme wealth. Pastor say na pastor tolo. Pastor say pastor tolo. Pastor otolo bapogi ke. Pastor say pastor tolo. Pastor na asị pastor na ebulega nje na akwụ illegal tithe. Chineke ma ya emetụrụ ya aka millions Chima agaghị emetụ ya aka ị na-anụ. Ị ga-enye Jizọs ego izuru ori wee zụta ego ọbara ndị mmadụ na Nigeria. I were ije nye Chineke. Pastor tọlọ, pastor nsị. Pastor tọlọ, eshem gịnị? Pastor ọtọrọ gbawashie gị ike. Oga, extremely rich, Abi. If you did not put your hands on public purse, inside public purse, and steal money and become extremely rich, God Almighty will judge you. Not that day, not that judgment day we are waiting on. The judgment will start instanter. The judgment will start impromptu. So sudden. The evil that men do is gonna live with them, not when they are gone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael. I had to buy the plane and the SUV of 1 billion so that I can be comfortable to deliver the deeds of democracy. I mean, yesterday Tinubu said this to the old NAS members at his Aso Villa office, that he needed to be comfortable so that he can have that thinking capacity to deliver good governance. You know, I mean, what's your reaction?
This is not the first time. I know at every point in time we keep on hearing different perspectives to Tinubu's original agenda at the seat of power in Asura. He has come out publicly that to tell you that how inconsistent he is recently, and Nigerians are beginning to uncover and discover that Tinubu has become a threat to them. How can you say that you bought your way? Of course, you said it very clearly. Today you are coming out again and you are saying that you do not need money, that you are not here to serve, and your service we are not seeing it. Your government has become the worst government ever. So what you are trying to tell Nigerians is the opposite of what you really mean, and Nigerians understand that. They are waiting for him. Nigerians are waiting for Tinubu. Every tribe in this country are waiting for him. They know at the right time, they are going to hold him responsible for causing so much damage. Of course, if you look at the way it is now, Tinubu believes that the only thing that he knows how best to do is to manipulate people like him and to buy into an idea that has never worked anywhere in the world. This Emiloko concept has destabilized Nigeria, and it has never become a political philosophy anywhere. Nobody have seen that. Nobody have come across that. They're coming out to boast, that you are not there to steal. We know you are stealing. You are there to provide good government. We know you are providing bad government. You are there to do this. We know it is the opposite you are always saying. So there's nothing that you can say now that will change anything in about the perception Nigerians have about him currently now. Look at what is happening in Edo State. The party is losing. With on a high rate. It tells you that the Nigerians are waiting for him. So also the wife too is towing the same line, making unnecessary statement, bringing the issue of fabric to national unity and scorecard. And all those things does not pick or explain, the mystery or the master in what we think Tinubu would have come up with at the end of the day.
I mean, don't forget it was Remi Tinubu that started this statement that we are extremely rich. We don't need the money of the...
Where do they have their factories? Where do they have their buildings? Where do they have their shops? Which company do they owe apart from Lagos State government money?
Are you saying Lagos State is their factory?
That's what I'm saying now. They have factorized it already, monopolized Lagos State. Every local government, everything that has to do with Lagos State funds are being run and has been running under Alphabeta owned by Tinubu. So what is he saying? What is the grief between him and Ambode? We know what happened. We know a lot of things. So Remi should relax. It's unfortunate that they find themselves with the help of the Northerners to be where they are today. So it's their time to mock Nigerians. Tell Nigerians how rich they are, and still tell Nigerians how stupid they are at the same time.
Before I let you go, immediately Tinubu issued those statements. Obasanjo reacted that there are some leaders who are supposed to be behind bars for the rest of their life.
Of course, unfortunately, the person that Obasanjo appointed, the first anti-graft agency, was headed by Ribadu. When it became after Ribadu, I think Lamodi and the rest of them came. Ribadu indicted Tinubu. All those governors at that time, we are very corrupt, including Okalo. What the president is saying is that they are not worthy to even become councillors, talking of going at that level, trying to drive a nation like Nigeria that they have turned to their respective pockets, share, the Commonwealth, turn Abuja Treasury, turn CBN, to their personal, safe, their personal account, to their personal bank. It is still ongoing. It's still ongoing up to now. The natural resources we have there, as talking about the crude oil and other. But you can see every president that comes in wants to become the petroleum minister, except Jonathan. Jonathan never told that line. So it tells you, the mission and the vision they are having is the struggle to continue to put corruption on the perspective, on continuous feasting of that Nigerian resources. So that's why they are there. That's why they can come out and boast. I've not seen anywhere they said Tinubu owns one factory or he has one production house or the other. What they do is they engage in government businesses, just like the Northerners. It's only those that are not in government that are very, very productive, that have functional knowledge. Most have functional knowledge to make things work. What can actually, you keep on, it's trending online. What can a Yoruba man actually do for Nigeria? That's the question for everybody.
We have some Yoruba.
No. You understand? No, what I'm saying at the center of attraction is that how sophisticated the South is, and having a Yoruba man, as the president, and we are falling deep into economic crisis and hardship. What does that tell you? People are asking that question.
But there is no denial that the current president is fantastically corrupt. And by virtue of that,
I'm talking about carrying out transformational agenda.
Hold on, sir. Yes, I think we can all agree that the current incumbent president is fantastically corrupt. I mean, looking at the so many mysteries that surrounds his source of wealth. But I think it would be unfair to aggregate all the Yorubas, 1 million Yorubas business tycoons into this judgment. However, on the last note, Mr. Chinedu, APC is now giving everybody 5,000 in Edo State. Don't you think this is their ticket to victory?
He said he bought his way to the presidency, so let him buy his way to the governorship position in Edo State. I think that is well understood. That's what he's trying to tell you.
All right, thank you very much for that brilliant submission, Mr. Chinedu. Your Tinubu has said that the Nigerian people should hold on, that the plane and the car he bought was for him to be comfortable so that he can deliver on good governance. I mean, this is the president trying to justify his expenses on airplane and buses, that he needs to buy those things so that he can be comfortable. And also he said that he is not a president to steal money. That people should just please give him time. I mean, do you agree with him that all those things are needed for him to be comfortable as a president?
Yeah, all depends on the situation that he found himself, about the fleet of the president, or the air fleet of the president on ground. And you could see that the governments that we've been having, they are not so caring government. All what they care for is their pockets. And maybe it may be sending a message that is not there to do like the others that have been embezzling, that has been, stealing Nigerian money, that he has his own money and he sponsor himself to that post. This is not the time that he will. And what I just see all in his issues now is he's been a businessman from onset before he became the president.
He's been a businessman.
He's been a businessman.
Can you please list some of his businesses?
Thank you very much. He's a guy that bought a stake in Apple. Apple, yes, that's Apple. He bought a stake in Apple. I'm talking of the high-tech world. The high-tech world, he bought a stake. And he said it, nobody argued that with him. That he has been saving money when he was in America, schooling in America. And I can tell you, his mother, maternal mother, who happened to be Elijah Mogaji, was the market leader of the market general. She's the leader of the market of the whole Nigeria then, which IBB installed on him. He was the Aloja general. So Tinubu had a very good life from the beginning, and he's ending up with a good life on the throne. But my own issue now is how will he replicate that on the good governance? My own issue is how will he replicate that on how he changed the format of Lagos? And I can tell you that anybody that is telling you that Tinubu did not had an input in Lagos developmental projects, that guy should check his brain, or it's either he's speaking from hatred from the other side. He came in, and until now, I don't know whether you've been to Equa Atlantic. I don't know when last you got to Equa Atlantic. Equa Atlantic was not as dark before. Equa Atlantic was Morocco on the island. I'm talking of Aqua. I'm talking of Morocco. Yes, it's not even up to Morocco. Equa Atlantic is like Bar Beach. Yeah, you're talking of Bar Beach axis down Akpese Beach. That was what this guy drilled to turn to Equa Atlantic, which is closer to NTA on what's it called, Madubelo way. So what I'm saying now is the inputs, and that input we are really and we are benefiting from it, especially Lagos. Lagos State they are building up their biggest embassy in the Equa Atlantic now, which is Lagos, and you know the intakes that it will bring to Lagos economy. Number one. Number two, you look at the estates, all those shanty estates you are saying. Morocco used to be Morocco that turned to what's it called now today? It used to be Morocco. That you know, all those areas you see, all this Banana Island, all this, they were shanty before, but the developmental speed.
So are you saying that the Banana Islands, Morocco, it was the Tinubu factor that brought development?
It was Tinubu factor.
And know, are you okay with the fact that he needed to spend 150 billion on jets just for him to be comfortable in that position?
He needed to spend 150 million, right, on jets.
150 billion naira.
Billion on jets. It's not his jet. It's the government jet. The successive government will have to. Let me tell you, our African leaders, we are so. I mean, I can say we languish money a lot. The way we spend the money we don't have is peculiar to all the African leaders you can talk of, except Mandela. You know, it's only Mandela I see, and this guy, what's it called? One of these African countries too, that is living a modest life. But anything is, everybody wants to present himself in the United Nations organization that they are doing well, but Africa is poor, and Africa has to live according to their what's it called limitation of their what's it called economy. So to me, Mr. President, it may not be the necessary thing for him to buy that jet, but he needs a jet too. There's nothing like Nigerian one. You know, the Air Force One that America used to use. There's nothing like Nigerian one Air Force One. You know, that's supposed to be taking the president all around the world. And what we do is, instead of going for good aircraft, presidential aircraft, they will go and buy the bad one, the weak one, the problematic one, so that they can gain more money. Everything in Nigeria has turned to has been monetized. Even to buying of presidential jets now, they monetize it for them to gain. That's why you see all these presidential jets don't last long. So, to me, about Tinubu, I'm not here to tarnish people's image. Let him do what he's doing. The end will talk for him. If you know he's not ruling well, he's saying they should give him a time. A year plus now. Let's give him a time that he will perform his magic. Then if the magic work well, it will be at the benefit. And if the magic doesn't work well, his name will be written in the book of history, either for good or for bad. So he himself, he has a lot of garbages on himself, you know. And I'm saying it, the foundation you lay down, if you lay a good foundation, people will remember you for life. Look at Awolowo. Awolowo is still being remembered today, and we always celebrate him. If Tinubu wants to be celebrated, he himself should lay a good foundation for the country generally before his region likewise.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Kule, for that submission.